Hello students, welcome to my channel. This is the part 2 video on the concept of development, that is the lesson which discusses about ideas of development. So if you haven't watched part 1, please go and check my channel. I will provide the link in the comment description box also, and watch it completely and then come back and watch part 2 so that you will understand it in a very better way. So I have discussed a lot of things in part one, like what is development, how human history of development has happened since evolution, how has been development happened in India in past, present, future. So please go and check that channel. You will get to know how I discussed everything in part one. So let's begin the part two session and continue and complete this lesson fastly. So watch it till the end, okay? Don't skip the video. Development indicators and examples. So we studied about development, right? So we understood what is development, what is income, why it is important to have equality, education, infrastructure, sustainability, everything. We have understood in part one of the video. So how to calculate, how to have a development indicators for ourselves, like how to know how much we have developed from past, from present, from future, what is the state of development, like how much development is going on. To calculate this, there are some terms, like these are the ways which we calculate or indicate ourselves how development is going on. So let's go one by one. Economic development indicators. See, development indicators in economic. GDP per capita. See, GDP means the total spending of whole country in a year. Okay, all the money the whole people of the country have spent in a year on goods and services. It is a very normal explanation of what is GDP. GDP per capita means all the income, even if a rich person spends 10 crores and poor person spends 10,000, everyone from the country or state, whichever area it is calculated, are divided, like total income divided by total population is done, so that we will get an average amount. So that average amount will tell us how is that country doing. Okay, just like when you write 10th board exam, you will get the pass percentage, right, in your school. So similar way, we will have an average of how much a area people, if in the selected area people, how much income are they having. We can know it by knowing GDP per capita. So what is India's GDP per capita? It is $2,600. It's around 2,15,000 per year, which means 2 lakhs per year is like, it's a very low income, right? So India needs to develop a lot more. That indicates that economically India still has a lot of improvement to do. Only the top 10, 15, 20% people are only earning more money. The less, the all the remaining 80% people, 90% people should come up and improve their income levels. So yeah, this all discuss the same. To know the economic development indicator, we should know what is the income distribution, how is the employment rate. If we know there is a lot of unemployment, right, it means the country is suffering. Social development, how can we know whether the people are developing in a social way? Literacy rate. Literacy rate means how many people can read or write in a language age of above 7. So, India's literacy rate according to 2011 census is around 76%, I think. Please check it. So, life expectancy means how good people are living in India. We will know how much life we can expect from them. Like, will they live till 60 years, 50 years, 70 years? We will know by those indicators. Infant mortality means, see, the word meaning is infant means a small born baby. Okay, infant. Mortality means dying, mortality, it's dying. So, infant mortality rate, there will be one calculator. Infant mortality means out of 1,000 people, how many babies are dying. If you see in poor people houses, or if you see some mothers who have not got healthy body or healthy care, their babies will die after they born or of within 1 year, right? So that will indicate how is the situation of their family, or the how is the situation of healthcare available to the mother and the children, right? So this is also a very important indicator. Access to healthcare, this is a direct indicator. How many hospitals are there, how many beds are available. Okay, how many vaccines are provided to people. All these will come under development indicators only. And education, it is decent only, like everybody, lot of people go to government schools. Education we will know by having how many people are passing 10th class, 12th class, how many people are going for higher studies. All these we can know through education indicators. Environmental, the word says carbon emissions. Carbon emissions means the gas CO2, which is emission by industries and cars and bikes. All these we will know how much carbon, how much CO2 will increase temperature, right, in the environment. So we will know in that way how good the environment is. Air and water quality. This is a direct indicator. We will know by checking how is the air. You saw Delhi example, right? Air is very bad in Delhi. And if you go to some very good tourist place, or like if you go to a Himalayan area, the air will be very fresh. Okay, so it's the difference. Water quality, the how we pollute rivers or how carefully we take care rivers will determine the development indicator. Deforestation rates means deforestation means cutting down trees. So if we cut down more trees, it will impact on our environment. So that way, all these are development indicators. By seeing these, we will know whether we are developing or we are going backward or we are going upward. We will know by this. So examples of disparities. Disparities means when we see all these, right, we will get to know some people are not getting development and some people are getting developed. So urban slums lacking basic amenities compared to affluent neighborhoods. This is a very good point we discussed in first slide of our chapter. If you remember, I will take you back there. Yeah. So when there is slums, right, they don't have basic facilities. They don't have clean water. So all these indicate that these people will have facilities, but these people will not, right? Will not have them. So these are very good examples. Uh, so I sorry, I forgot to show pictures. So having healthcare, having education, having good employment rates, all these having good clean water. All these are picture references to what I have explained just before. Okay. Gender disparities means how many girls are getting educated. Okay, what does the point mean is gender disparities in access to education and employment opportunities means there are less women in employment, big positions, there are less women, and there are less women in education due to various reasons, because of some reasons, maybe because since history in the male dominated society, women has been not getting equal treatment, right? Due to that, we have a lot of disparities, like differences. So rural areas with poor infrastructure, and limited access to healthcare compared to urban centers. See, in villages we don't have everything like cities, right? This is a very good indicator of how uh, we need to develop. Like, if by seeing this only we will learn that rural should develop, rural India should develop, women should develop, and slum areas should develop. All this, how we will know? We will know by seeing all the differences and all the above things which I have mentioned. So you can see the pictures here. And different versus conflicting developmental goals. See, the point here is every people have a different development goal. Some development to a rural person, like there are examples here. See, rural communities prioritize agriculture for food security. See, the person who grow up in a rural community or a farmer, they want to do agriculture only. They don't want to build factories. They don't want to build IT companies. All this, right? They want to prioritize agriculture only for food security. So, but urban areas don't want to do agriculture in cities, right? They want to focus on infrastructure. They want to have big buildings. They want to have huge roads. All these become their first priority instead of having agriculture and all. Indigenous groups prioritize cultural preservation, which means uh, people who have been living in a old area or a historical place, or tribes, or all these people will prioritize. They want to live same life how their parents or grand, all the historically how they have been living. They want to live in that same way only. They want to preserve their culture, like they want to protect their culture. They don't want to disturb it. They don't want to uh, change to new cultures. So this indicates that different people have different development goals. We can't tell everyone should develop in a single way. So that will make, what will it make? See, for example, if your friend has a different opinion, you have a different opinion, what will it make? It will make conflict. Conflict means it will make like two people can't agree on one thing. So what will happen through that? Economic growth via industrialization may harm the environment. So when economic growth happens, to economic growth means to provide a lot of jobs or to increase the income, you need industries, right? If you want to keep industries, you need to cut the trees to have the land. If you want to set up an industry on center of the city like Hyderabad, you need crores of rupees. But if you want to set up in a forest area, you need to easily cut the trees and you can set up an industry there, right? But that will lead to harm the environment. That will lead to deforestation. So all these controversial topics will be existing in the society. So studying these will understand how complex development is for us. Urban expansion projects may displace indigenous populations. Yeah, this is again the same example of slums which I have showed you for Mumbai. It happens in every city. Uh, Due to Mumbai is very big, but in a lot of cities there are people who live in outskirts where they have to move from that place if there is any urban development coming there, urban expansion projects are coming. Okay, if there is new ring road coming or if there is new some things are coming, they need to move from that place. Tourism development may threaten cultural heritage. Some areas have some culture, and if you want to develop that area into tourism, if you want to make it modern and allow foreigners to visit there, it will somewhat disturb their cultural heritage. So that's the point. Comparing countries or states. Okay, the point here is rich poor gap analysis. Simply averaging development indicators can hide big differences. This is a very good point. You may get a direct question on this in your exam. Okay, so what is the problem of averaging? To calculate developments, people take average. They will take average of 1,000. They will take average of 1 lakh people. They will take average of 1 crore, 10,000 crore. Sorry, 100 crore people. They will take average of whole India. So when that happens, what happens is if you take an example of 10 people, if there is one rich person, billionaire means he's very, very rich. He has some hundreds of crores. So if you take one very rich person and nine poor people, if you take out the average, right, it will look so high. Like if he has 100 crores and if he has 1 lakh with each people, everyone looks like everybody has some 9 crores. Like, so that's a very misguiding, right? Misguiding report or misguiding insight. So in that way, average will see this point will tell what I am telling. Comparing countries or states need to look deeper. You just can't do average for everything. If you take average healthcare of India, it will add all the rich hospitals and it will add all the government hospital. That way you can't tell how many beds are there for each people all over the country or all over in the underdeveloped areas. So all these need to be taken care is what the point is. Need for holistic analysis. Holistic means complete analysis is needed. You should not take analysis only on one point. You should not understand anything. Analysis means you should not understand anything simply by 1 point or 2 points. You should take all the important points and need analysis for it. So these are the points which highlight the same thing. One country may have high literacy rate. So overall, but certain regions may have low literacy rate. Like if you take whole Telangana, if you include Hyderabad, all cities, all poor villages, all rich villages, everything, you will get an average which will not indicate how much literacy rate is there in a lower village or a backward village, right? So that's the main point you want to tell in everything. Another country may have good healthcare on average, but certain groups may lack access to it. Looking at the average life expectancy may overlook disparities in healthcare access and quality. Same point for every point. You take average of this data, that is 6 chairs is given to 5 people, but the reality is 4 chairs are taken by one person and 2 chairs are given to 4 people. So this way average will work. So you should write this in your exam if you get a question on it. Income and other criteria of development. Case study of Indian states. Comparing states like Kerala, Maharashtra, and Bihar reveals stark differences in development indicators. Yes, each state had a different history and government systems, and during 50 to 70 years, each state had some problems, some benefits, and all. That's why one of the good example is Kerala boasts means it can tell it proudly. Kerala. You see, this is the image of Kerala. Kerala schools. Everybody in Kerala has very good education. That's a very famous point if you know. Kerala boasts high literacy rates and low infant mortality. Low infant mortality means lot of mothers are healthy there. Not every child is dying within 1 year of birth. Why did that happen? Due to its emphasis. Emphasis means importance. Okay, these are very good words. If you want to remember, you can remember. Emphasis means giving importance. Due to its emphasis on education and healthcare. So Kerala, what did Kerala did? Kerala has provided good education and good healthcare to its people, while Bihar struggles with poverty and lack of basic amenities. See, Bihar has not took care of its people, the government or the people, due to a lot of reasons. Bihar is struggling with poverty. Still, it is a lot of people are poor in Bihar. They don't have very good hospitals. They don't have a lot of education. 100% population is not educated, not even 80%. So, all these uh, are case study analysis, which means you should take up a subject and understand why something got developed and why something like Kerala got developed and why something like some state like Bihar is not developed. Policy implications. The success of states like Kerala underscores the importance of targeted policy. Write this point if you want. Targeted policy interventions in areas such as education, healthcare, and social welfare. These three are the very important, right? By investing in human capital and addressing human capital means if you provide good education, right, a human will become more valuable now. If there is no education to him, he will have a certain value, like he will less have value. He can't earn a lot of money in the economy. But if he has education and good healthcare, he can earn more money, he can be more valuable. So investing in human capital means making humans more valuable. Okay, investing in human capital and addressing socio-economic disparities. So this is the socio-economic disparities means not only economically weaker people, but socially there are backward people in terms of education or facilities, like very poor villages. So addressing means giving importance and solving the problems. Okay, addressing socio-economic disparities. States means our Indian states. We have all these states now. So that's what. See, this is an example of GSDP, which I will explain. Wait. States can achieve sustainable development and improve the well being of their citizens. Sustainable development means a development where even future generations will not get affected. Okay, sustainable means it should come long lasting, it should have impact for long lasting period. So that doing all this will achieve sustainable development. So one example is Kerala has implemented in 1990s only. They have implemented strong education system now. So after 20 years, all the population, 90 above than more than 90% of population in Kerala is educated. So this is called sustainable development, like that. So you can see Indian states by GSDP means gross state domestic product, which means how many states are having how much income. That's a simple way of telling this. So each person on average, this is not each person, every on average means not every person will have it. It's just a statistic figure or it's just a maths figure that on average. So in state of Bihar, on average only people are having less than 50,000 per year. Imagine per year they are having 50,000 only as an income, lot of people. So in yellow color states, they are having 50,000 to 1 lakh. In pink color state, even our states will come, we are having 1 lakh to 2 lakh. In some good states like Haryana, Karnataka, Kerala, you see Kerala is in upper position than us. They are having 2 to 3 lakhs. Okay. Where are the other states? Sikkim. Sikkim is having and Delhi is having 3 to 4 lakhs. Okay. And Goa is having more than 4 lakh, which means a lot of people in Goa has more than 4 lakh income in a year. Why? Why? Because Goa has a lot of tourism. So because of tourism, there are a lot of hotels, lot of shops, lot of everything. A lot of people will come and go, spend their money in Goa. So if you think for an example, if we plan a Goa trip with friends, right? Each person will go and spend 10,000 in Goa and come, right? We don't even spend 10,000 in our state if you take pocket money. But if you go to Goa, you will spend 10,000 in just 5 days and come back. In that way, all the money which you spend in tourism will goes to Goa people only now. The people you give for tourism packages, the people who give you for food, hostel, rent. So in that way, Goa is very rich in India. Not very rich, but it's very good. Importance of public facilities for development. You know what is public facilities means? Public facilities means the facilities provided by government. Anything you see with the word public, right? It's mostly related to government. Public sector, which means government. Public means government is working for the people, right? Public only. Now that's why they are called public facilities. So if there is a education government school, why there is a government school? Because it's for the public. It's a free government school provided by government. So that's why public facilities are called public facilities. You see, these are the examples. Wait, I will explain. Yeah, these are all very important, right? Education, healthcare, transportation. Transportation is also very important. That's why we have RTC. If you observe, we have affordable bus prices than private. Why? Why? Because government wants to have an affordable way of transportation for all the people, so that all the students or rural background people, urban, everybody who is in lower middle class, poor class, all people should be able to travel to different places, right? That's why we have public facilities. It's a education, healthcare. Education, we know we have a lot of government schools, government colleges, everything. Healthcare, we have government hospitals. Transportation and infrastructure. Infrastructure means the road which you see, right? All the roads are made or laid by, roads are called laid, or the roads are laid by government only. So all these are essential for human development, which means our development only, people's development, economic growth, and social well-being. For example, access to quality education enables individuals to acquire knowledge and skills and knowledge necessary for employment and personal advancement. Skills for, if you acquire skills, if you have skills, skills means you have some qualities where people will give you money and you can do the work. That is called skills. Okay, if you have skills only, then only employment will be provided, right? Then only you will get jobs. So that's the importance of education, knowledge. Impact on development. Public facilities play a crucial role in enhancing human capital. The same way human capital means, I discussed just before, productivity and social cohesion. Social cohesion means having a peaceful social community instead of fighting, or instead of having inequalities and all. For instance, investment in healthcare infrastructure lead to improved health outcomes, reduced mortality rates, and increased life expectancy, contribute to overall development and well-being. Okay, so these are the examples, right? We have roads, these big roads and small roads, everything is constructed by government only from the taxes we pay. These are RTC buses, you know very well. Government ENT hospital example. Banking is also very important, but this is not covered in the chapter. So see this AP people, you know YS Jagan Mohan Reddy, right? He has given tabs for people so that people can watch all the internet content and get good quality education. So this is a government initiative. So yeah, development disparities in India and Asia. Let's compare ourselves with Asian countries, our neighboring countries, our countries in the continent. So what has been our story and what has been their story? Some of the examples: governance effectiveness, economic policies, historical legacies, natural resources. All these influence development outcomes. So what he want to tell is governance effectiveness, which means governance means how well the government is solving problems of people. Okay, how fast it is solving, how better it is solving. So what he is telling is disparities. Why will differences will occur between India and some other country? I will show you some pictures. This is Singapore, you know. If you heard the word Singapore, it is in Asia. It's a small country, but see how developed this city is. Or this is Taiwan, which is a small country. See, here there is names also, Taiwan. Okay, these are all small countries where lot of development happened. Why happened? Why India is still like this? Why is India still? You know India. You know about India, right? You see in your village, cities, everywhere. Why is India like this? And why are all these small countries developed so much? The reasons are he has given here: governance effectiveness, economic policies, historical legacies. Economic policies means how well the economy, like if, how what is the import and export policy, how many companies are coming, how many goods are we exporting. Like if you have very good quality in our country, we can give it to other country and bring more money, right? So all these economic policies, natural resources and geopolitical factors. See, if you have very good natural resources, right? We have India already has natural resources, but it's as a very good example. If you have very good water facilities, good climate facilities, if you have a lot of minerals, like if you take Saudi Arabia or all the Middle East countries, they have a lot of oil. Oil everybody in the whole world needs, right? So that's why they have a lot of oil more than they need. That's why they have digged all the oil and sent it to many countries. They have sold even to India. Is they are still selling even to India. So in that way, they will get more money than what people in that country will earn, right? So that's why natural resources are also important. Geopolitical factors means, is your country in Arctic? Like is it in trapped in ice, or is it in a very good way connected to whole world? We have discussed this in the very first slides of first lesson. If you haven't watched it, go there. You will know what are geopolitical factors. Influence development outcomes. For example, countries with stable governance. Stable governance means the government should last for 5 years or 10 years. Okay, there should have stable governance. It should not change always. It should not break always. Strategic economic policies. Strategic means having intelligent or very useful economic policies. Abundant natural resources often experience rapid development. This is the case which I have explained with uh, Middle East countries. Middle East country means in whole world, if you take Middle East from Greenwich Meridian, if you take middle of East, that's where they will live, right? I don't have world map in this point, but you Google it. Middle East. Why are Arabic countries all called Middle East? Means because they are middle to the east from Greenwich. Okay. Case studies. Successful small countries like Singapore, South Korea, and Taiwan have capitalized on factors. So, why did these countries become like this? He wants to tell this. Strategic location. Their location helped them a lot. They had a lot of exports and imports. They had a lot of companies coming there. Strong governance. They had very good government and investment in education and technology. Technology also very important, right? To achieve rapid economic growth and development. In contrast, but what is the problem with India? What is the problem with India? Is the answers are population size. You could know this. There is a lot of population. Anywhere you go to India, you will see people, people, public, public. But in these countries, there is very less population. Not very less, but less population. Diversity. So diversity. What is the problem? Is diversity is, if imagine India, in India only one language is spoken all over the country, it would be easy, right, to publish or to speak. To We can have a lot of things without translation, without special care. But India has a lot of diversity in religion, in traditions, in way people live, everything. So to count as a whole, some Gujaratis, if you take example, Gujaratis have a ahead mindset. So they are all the people who have they are very good leaders. But we are not as good as Gujaratis, right? So that is what diversity means. Governance inefficiencies. Why is India not developing? Means there is lot of you can see live examples in our politics and in lot of AP politics and all. Governance inefficiencies means people if the politicians are too much concerned about other issues and they are not doing development, they are doing something other, all the unnecessary things, that will lead to governance inefficiencies. Or even if they implement policies, if they doesn't implement it in a proper way, it is called governance inefficiency, which means, for example, if there are all schools but there are no teachers, what is the use of having schools? It is a inefficiency. Or if they have only half teachers, it is inefficient, right? Even if it's there, it is not useful. So that's a very good example. Historical inequalities. So this is a very good example for India. We had a lot of caste system. Because of that, half of the population has been not made developed. All these stories are there for India, which impact its development trajectory. Its fate trajectory means like what happened to its development. All these factors are reasons. Okay. Human Development Index. So this is a very important topic. Please listen, and I will complete the lesson very soon. Stay hold. Definition and measurement. Okay. HDI, Human Development Index, which means it's like a report. Okay. It is calculated all over the world for all the countries and given which country is good in different things. And that will tell rankings. Okay. That will tell which country is in first place, which country is in 76th place. Ours is in 132nd place. Okay. Let me discuss what all there in that index. Like if you have ninth class marks, you have six subjects, right? All the Telugu, Hindi, English, Maths, Science, Social. Because of by calculating all those six subjects only, you will get your marks and rank, right? In the same way, HDI calculates three things. Okay, what are those three things? Life expectancy. Life expectancy means by calculating all the health care facilities or how many people are dying, how many diseases are there, how many how much clean the environment is, all these will impact our health, life expectancy. So how many years will on average can people live in that area? So that they will calculate life expectancy. Education, it's a direct thing we should calculate. It's very important. Literacy means how many people can read or write above 7 years. And enrollment rates. So even though people enroll in school, like enroll means even if they take admission in school, some people may go out. Some people will drop out due to various reasons, because of their family issues or everything. So all these the HDI will calculate like that report card. It's like a report card. Human Development Index will calculate income per capita. Income per capita means whole income divided by population. So that's how income per capita is calculated. It provides a comprehensive assessment. What does it mean? We are not calculating development on only one factor or one reason. We are calculating on three things. In those three things also, there are a lot of subtopics which are covered deeper in further studies. But you remember these 3 points: life expectancy, education, and income per capita. All these three things are calculated to form a report on different countries and give rankings for them. Okay. UNDP's role. So there is a very big organization called United Nations Development Program. Okay. They will compile and release HDI annually, which means for every year they will do all these surveys and they will take this data, how world is developing in everything, and they will assess global development trends and rank countries, which will give rankings. It serves as a valuable tool for policymakers. So by what is the use of doing this? By doing this only, our policymakers, which means our government people, the people in the government will know where are the problems are, and they will try to solve them. Researchers, which means there are separate organizations which will do research, or which will like we got corona, right? When corona came, some of the researchers, like they will study corona and they will try to understand it. Then only we can get to know how to make a medicine, right? New medicine. So all these researchers will be researching means they will keep on identifying, learning about new things, how to solve different problems and how to understand different new things. They are researchers means they are there to make new things. And international organizations, so this report will help them to do their work. International organizations to track progress and identify areas of improvement. So if there is a bank, right, the bank will know which country is poor, which country is rich, or which area is what are the problems, and they will operate accordingly. If there is a poor village, they will try to give loans to them so that they will improve. So all these are very helpful. These reports. India's analysis. So where is India in our report card of world? Let's see. India's HDI analysis reveals progress. So what he is telling is it has progress. India has progress, which means India is improving, and disparities, which means we have a lot of differences among states. Like one state is developing so much, some states are not developing. Socioeconomic groups. These we have because India is a very complex thing. While some states have achieved significant development outcomes, others lag behind due to factors such as poverty, inadequate healthcare, limited access to education. Same reasons which I have discussed before. These are the reasons for India's backwardness. By addressing these disparities through targeted intervention, just like we have took Kerala example, India can accelerate progress towards achieving sustainable development goals. So SDGs, it is a separate topic. You can Google it or watch a video on YouTube by United Nations. You will understand it very well. And improving well-being of its population. Okay, so pause this video and take a look on which country is in which position. See, Pakistan is in 161, India is in 132, Sri Lanka is in 73, which is just below us in the geographically. China is 79. All these are our neighboring countries. So first rank will be given for European countries. Please check HDI in Google if you want to. Uh, Case study. Okay, this is the last topic today. Case study means government of Himachal Pradesh. So the textbook also has a special topic on Himachal Pradesh. Please read it so that it has a very it can have a lot of questions in board exam. So I will give a gist only. Development initiatives. The government of Himachal Pradesh has implemented various initiatives to promote development. So Himachal Pradesh is in a hilly or it's in Himalayan area, right? So it is not that easy to develop it, but still they have made a lot of investments and they have took care and they have made sure people should get education. They have made sure people should get health care, environmental conservation. They have not led to cut trees, lot of trees or pollute the rivers. They have made sure that the area also be clean and free from pollution. Sustainable tourism, which means even if you go to Himachal Pradesh, there will be rules like you should not throw all the waste as you like. Okay, you should not throw waste into rivers or forest. There will be some systems and rules such a way that it should not pollute its Himachal Pradesh. So sustainable tourism. Results and impacts. By doing all this, what is the use? Use is they have a result. What are the results? These initiatives have led to improvements in human development indicators, which we have discussed in previous slides. Economic growth and social well-being on Himachal Pradesh. Lesson learned, which means what we should learn from Himachal Pradesh or what are the backward states we should learn from Himachal Pradesh. Himachal Pradesh case underscores the importance of effective governance, which means if government takes people seriously or if government takes it very seriously, there can be lot of things which will happen in the state or in terms of development. Community participation is also very, very important. Even people should be interested to develop, right? One of the good example is in a class, if teacher is teaching a lesson, the teacher should not be only good one, right? Even the student should have an interest to listen the class. Such a way, community participation means all the people feel to develop. People should feel to develop. People should not be lazy or like they should not be negligent. And an integrated approach to development planning and implementation. So they did very good planning and they implemented it. Not only planned but implemented it, which means they have made sure it happens. Such holistic strategies can foster inclusive growth and enhance quality of life for citizens. So these are the examples. Even Himachal Pradesh government has given some very good educational initiatives. So some minister is giving tab to the toppers, both toppers of 10th or 12th. So this is an example. And Himachal Pradesh initiative supporting MSMEs, which means they are supporting businesses to come up. See, these are the ads promoted by Himachal Tourism Department where we are encouraged to go to Himachal so that we will spend money in Himachal and Himachal will also develop and we will also get good natural experience, right? So this is the concept of development. I think I came to end. Thanks for watching this episode and thanks for watching till end. Subscribe to my channel so that I will be uploading new lessons in a very faster way. So thank you for watching. Like, share, subscribe if you like this video.